Well, good morning or afternoon, as the case may be. Depends on where you're at, right? Anyway, welcome to RobMotive Live Monday. I hope you're all doing well. It's like freezing here, man. I think it's below 50 degrees right now. And you know, for me, that's rather chilly. Let's see, let's get this screen up in front of me. We have a Jeep commercial playing tonight. It looks like the lovely, no, it's not a Jeep commercial. It's an accessories aftermarket commercial. Looks like grills and stuff. Looks like grills. Looks like lots of grills. That's what's playing in the beginning. I don't know if you guys see the same thing as I do or not, but apparently it's called T-Rex. I don't know. But anyway, good for them. They're having their ad run against the RobMotive Live stream on Monday. We got to go to live chat, make sure I can see messages and stuff. We've got some people on here already. We've got 10 people on here. Wow, that's awesome. Let's see. We've got M. Jones. He says he was right in the middle of a super duper. I don't know what a super duper is, unless you're referring to TJV. Super duper? Is that what you're talking about? See, I know. Tyler Malmston says, hey, Rob. Tyler, how you doing there, buddy? Kathy Root says, what's chilly? 80 degrees. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? And, well, you know, you're not far off. If it's below 80, it depends on the humidity level, right? When it gets below 80, like say 75, 3, something like that, it is cold outside, man. Christian Garcia. Hey, Rob. Hey, Christian. How you doing? Rommel Sakoff. Sorry if I got that wrong. Hi, Rob. Rommel, how you doing? Got to have a little drink of the sweet tea. I'm not sponsored by these guys, by the way, but hey, if you guys are watching, shoot me an email. We'll get together. I'll have my people talk to your people. Well, it'll be me, but you know. There we go. I feel that caffeine kicking in already, man. Daniel Romero says, hey, Rob, been a while. I know. Where have you been? I'm here every Monday, man. You know, we sit here and we wait for you. But, you know, we can only wait so long. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you have graced us with your presence. I appreciate that very much. And welcome. Welcome back. Chasing Daydreams. Well, that's an interesting name. Hi, Rob. Chasing? How you doing? Or maybe I just call you CD. Huh? I don't know. Lil Klondike. Outdoors. Howdy, Rob. Sorry I'm late. Had to watch the commercial. No, I appreciate that. I really like it when everybody watches the commercials because, you know, that's how I get paid. You know, I'm not making money any other way. That's how I get paid. So, Christian Garcia says, is sweet tea not a thing in Canada? I've had way better sweet tea than that horrible stuff, LOL. Well, I'm not in Canada. I'm not sure what you mean exactly there, but it's definitely a southern drink, but mostly southeastern, I think, more so than mid-south, which is where I am. I don't know. But this is the best I found, the Gold Peak. I've had many others. The best one used to be, I think it was Nest Tea, I think. I don't even know who makes this. Maybe this looks like just Gold Peak. I don't know. But anyway, that used to be the best, but then they started putting it in plastic bottles and they ruined it. And I think they changed the recipe too. Wait, we have a super chat from M. Jones. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. 5 big ones. There is nothing on TV for Rob to watch tonight. Hashtag Ohio. Yeah, we've got a game tonight the way it should be. You know, nobody wanted Ohio State in there. They can't play. They haven't played enough games. And they come in and they beat Clemson. And tonight they're going to beat Alabama. And then what are they going to say? You know, you heard the Clemson coach say that, well, I still would have voted them number 11, even though we just beat them and they were number what? 3, 2, whatever they were. I don't know what they were. But anyway, go Bucks. Tonight, soon. I had to eat dinner early tonight, so I didn't miss the pregame stuff, right? I ate dinner at 4 o'clock. You know what I had for dinner tonight? Not the typical bacon and eggs. We had frosted mini wheats and milk. And now we're having sweet tea. And I hear my mother, who we're going over to their house to watch the game, is having the brownies. So I'm going to be eating the brownies later. That should be awesome. And thank you, Mark. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for the $5 super chat. That is awesome. That means McDonald's is on you tomorrow. Back to where was I? Let's see. Little Klondike says, live chat or top chat? Live chat. I'm on live chat. I remembered because I'm not in the garage tonight. I'm in my, what used to be typical area, my little nook in the corner of the room, otherwise known as RobMotive Central, I guess, for tonight anyway. Christian says, my bad, thought you were in Canada. No, I'm not. I'm in South Texas. South Texas. Almost in Mexico. I'm in the RGV, the Rio Grande Valley in South Texas. Again, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that, Mark. Christian Garcia says, I'm in Georgia. Awesome. Good sweet tea in Georgia. Gotta say, you want some real sweet tea? Georgia's a good place to go to get it. As well as the Carolinas, man. South Carolina, North Carolina, particularly South Carolina. But it is really, really sweet, I gotta say. Kathy says, even though I'm a Hawkeye, I hope Ohio State drubs Alabama. Well, us Big Ten schools got to stick together, right? So of course you got to pull for Ohio State. We can't let those Tide. What are they? The Walking Tide or something? The Red Tide? What are the something Tide? I don't know. Tide detergent, whatever they are. We've got to beat them for sure, no doubt. Anyway, got to do the announcements, part of the little show tonight. First of all, if you haven't checked out one of my other 2 channels, I have 3 now, make sure you do that. The first of the other is RobMotive JT. It's, of course, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. I found one today. This is the Fast and Furious version, but it's as close as I could find so far. And you notice they had their tire on top. Do you see that? Huh? You know where they got that idea, don't you? Huh? Right there from the Tacoma. I had my tire on top. Nobody liked it. It's in the way. It's dangerous. It's going to go flying off. It's going to come through your window. Come on, man. The second announcement, my other channel. I have another channel up now. It's RobMotive Civic. These are hard to remember. I know. RobMotive, RobMotive JT, and RobMotive Civic. And guess what? It's about the Honda Civic and the Civic Type R. Now, I don't have one at the moment, so these are videos that I had made in the past. I'm kind of moving them over there, and then I'll delete them off this channel because they're not really relevant to this channel anymore. But if you want to see some old raw green RobMotive, boy, that's the way to go. I watch those videos, and I cringe, man. I sit there and I watch those, and it's like, oh, my God, that guy, who would watch that guy? But you should watch it on this just for comedic value. Right? That's what they're good for. Comedic value. And I think there's some interesting stuff on there. I did some mods and stuff to my Honda Civic Sport. And then for a short time, I had a Honda Civic Type R. And I'm going to be putting new videos up on that channel soon with a Type R. So, and then I'm going to be getting something else. But that's coming. So anyway, check it out. RobMotive Civic, RobMotive JT. Got to check them out. Discount codes. I know everybody out there is jonesing to spend that money, right? You know, like Mark, you know what I'm saying? M. Jones. But anyway, they've got 3 discount codes for you. We have RobMotive for 5% off your order at Sparks Parts. If you're so inclined, they sell Toyota parts. Right. Like what?
Did you feed Louie?
No, that's the wife, the voice from down the stairs. They have, yes, they have. I need to shut that door. They have all kinds of parts for the Toyotas, right? All different Toyota parts. I mean, whether it's a Tundra or a Tacoma or a Camry or a Corolla or a Prius, whatever, they have them all. RobMotive, 5% off. We have Headlight Revolution, discount code RobMotive for free shipping. You get free shipping. Depending on how much you buy, that can be significant. And we have, lastly but not leastly, we have RobMotive 10 for 10% off your order at Tough Skins. Tough Skins sells all that cool applique stuff and other things. You know, my little RobMotive badge I have on the side, my sill plate cover, all kinds of stuff. They have all kinds of stuff. RobMotive 10, 10% off. Can't beat it. Cool stuff. Let's see. Where was I on the old commentes? Chad Kranatz. Howdy, Rob. What's up? Chad, how you doing? I hope you're all settled in for the big game tonight. Rooting for the Scarlet and Gray, of course. Little Klondike says, well, what's in... I knew somebody was going to say that. What's in the brownie? Vegetable oil, brownie cake mix, egg, and love. That's what's in that brownie mix. Kathy Root says, there'll be the Limping Tide later on. It is Crimson Tide, Rob. That Jeep model is the bomb. That model is pretty cool. I like it. I need a Tacoma model. I don't have a Tacoma model. I keep looking. I go to the Walmart, and I look for these little cars, you know, because I think they're pretty cool. And I used to have a lot of these die-cast things, but then we moved here, and I didn't want to haul them all, so I think I threw them away. It was a sad day, man. But these are little ones. They're not the bigger scale ones. You know, like the Corvette that's sitting up there. You can probably see it. So anyway, pretty cool. I dig these. I think they're neat. I don't know. It's not like I play with them or anything. I mean, I'm not like sitting at, you know, well, maybe. But anyway, I think they're pretty cool. I dig them. I like them. Let's see. So you're right, Kathy. They are going to be the Limping Tide once we get done with them tonight, for sure. Chasing Daydream says, all videos count toward content and views. Good luck with the channels. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Need to build up that Civic channel, though. It only has like 32 subscribers or something. I mean, it's new, and the videos aren't new. But I think they're still interesting, and they're still relevant. If you have a, what is it, a 10th gen, I think it is, Honda Civic. It's pretty cool. I dig it. Let's see, Desert 67. Next generation Toyota hopefully has a version of the Power Boost F-150. Car and Driver today powered a house with that feature. You're talking about that onboard generator, I assume, right? Which is pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty neat if they had one in it, especially for us down here where we get hurricanes and stuff, you know. Be nice to power some things with your truck if you needed to. That'd be pretty handy, actually, man. Little Klondike, he's laughing out loud, just laughing like a crazy man. He is so humored right now. I don't know. Ang, what's up? What's up, Rob? Ang, where have you been, man? I keep checking your channel. I keep waiting to see the lift and the new tires and the wheels. Nothing. There's nothing on there, man. It's like it's just nothing there. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I hope you didn't have big troubles. I don't know. Ang says, oh my gosh, same. Always looking for Tacoma versions and no one makes them. I know. Or you can find like that Gladiator model, or not the Gladiator. Well, yeah, the Gladiator like I have, the Matchbox kind. You can find those. They sell them all over the place, eBay, Amazon, but they are exorbitantly priced. And I'm not paying, I've seen them as high as like a couple $100, man. But even less, I'm not paying $10. I'm not paying $20 for a little Matchbox, you know, because they'll put them on there like $5.99 plus $15 shipping and handling. It's like, yeah, right. But I know, I look, every time I go to the Walmarts, I look for them. I haven't resorted to digging down in the bins full of them yet, but I have heard people have found multiple copies of them down in the bins, you know. I don't know. Rommel says, been looking for a Tacoma 2 car toy. If I find them, I will ship you one. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. They got to be out there. I mean, the #1 selling midsize truck, and none of these companies, unless Toyota won't let them, you know, the old copyright business, right? Tom Gregory says, afternoon, Rob. Tom, tip of the hat to you there, buddy. Love the Smoke says, sup, Rob? Hey, Gene, what's up, buddy? Got one of your hats on right here, huh? The RobMotive JT hat. I love this hat. It is so comfy, man. It's awesome. Little Klondike says, Ang, we saw a sneak peek today of the lift. Where'd you see that? I didn't see that. Did Ang put a video out today and I haven't gotten anything on it yet? I don't know. Ang says, at the shop now, they can't get the alignment right. Ooh, that sucks. They seemed inexperienced, regret bringing it to this shop. LOL, 4 times back, still no luck. The best place to go for the alignment, honestly, even though it's going to cost you more money, is the dealer. The dealer will get it right. On my Tundra, when I lifted that, I ended up, no, it was my red Tacoma. I take that back. I ended up taking that to the dealer because I went to one shop. It wasn't right. So I said, to heck with it. I'm not screwing with this anymore. I was out the money, but it was cheaper at the other shop. So I went to Toyota and had them do it. So just something to think about. I know it's going to cost you more money, but you know. Krista says, O-H-I-O. Walter Lemieux. I think it's Lemieux. I always have trouble with your name. I am so sorry. Fun fact, I'm watching RobMotive live on my TV. Everybody should be. I mean, I would expect right now that everyone across the country should have their set, that's what they used to call them in the old days, should have their set tuned, that's also what they used to say, to RobMotive Live. Why wouldn't you? I mean, I'm here. It's not much fun if I'm just here by myself. Now, I'm appreciative. I have 32 living, breathing bodies on here. By the way, since you're living and breathing, don't forget to hit the like button. Let's see. Love to Smoke says, howdy, Krista. Walter says, hey, Rob, how much did your TRD Pro Grill cost? What are they, $300-400, something like that? Where was I? Krista Greenbean says, hi, Chet. Jesus Gama. When will Tacoma release the new generation? Oh, you're looking at 3 to 5 years, man. I mean, the way Toyota moves, if it's 3 to 5 years, we'll be lucky, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Based on nothing other than just my impressions of how slowly they move. I mean, where's that new Tundra? Wasn't that supposed to be out like 2 years ago? I don't know. When's it coming? I don't know. Ang says, anything to have my taco back on the road. Maybe you have to take it to the dealer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I realize the place you took it should be able to get it right. And you might want to strong arm them a little. If you've been there 4 times and they don't have it right, you might want to just say, hey, let's just cut the losses, give me my money back, and I'm going to go somewhere else. I mean, 4 times, I think more than twice is too much. So you might try that. That way you won't be out the probably 50 to 70, 80 bucks that you're paying them, I'm guessing. It's going to cost you a little more at the dealer, but it's worth it if they can't get it right. I'm just saying, you know, that's the way it goes. Krista Greenbean says, howdy, Smoke. How you doing? Ty says, cheers from Montaigne. Rob, I enjoy the channel and great content. Well, Ty, I appreciate you being here and all the interactions and stuff on the channel. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Jack Southall says, hey, Rob. Hey, Jack. How you doing, buddy? Ang says, all right, they're about to give it back now. We'll see how she rides. Catch you later, Rob. Catch you later, Rob, and all. Ang, thanks for being on, and make sure you check him out. Ang's got a channel. If you ever post another video, come on, Ang. We're waiting. Walter says, where's the sweet tea? Right here, sitting right. Matter of fact, since you brought it up, I'm going to take a sip. Remember, Gold Peak people, right here, email me. We need to talk, right? Gold Peak, right here. Just saying, it's good stuff. Sweet tea. Call me. Email me. You can't call me, but you can email me. And then you can call me. I mean, I'll give them my number if they call me. And it's not a problem. Let's see. Philip Huggins. Howdy. What's up, y'all? Best wishes. Don't forget to thumbs up, to like. Hit that thing right there. It's easy. They even make a picture. It's just a picture of that. That's all you got to do. Tap it once. Tap it once. Desert 67 says, Tacoma needs driving modes with torque vectoring for snow, mud, ice, etc. In my opinion, for next gen. You might get that. I don't know. You know, I think if you want to see what Toyota's going to do with the next gen, just look at, I don't know, maybe the Tundra that's out now. I don't know. They just don't move very fast. Matter of fact, everybody has these high expectations for the Tundra that's coming, right? Frankly, I think we're all going to be disappointed. If Toyota comes out with something revolutionary for the Tundra, I will be shocked. I think expectations-wise, you're going to be looking at a truck that's probably rated somewhere between, let's say, what is it now, 15, 16, probably 19, 18 miles per gallon city, probably 22, 24 miles per gallon freeway, probably combined about 22 miles per gallon. That's probably what we're really going to get, because I don't think Toyota's going to come out with anything earth-shattering. Now, it'd be great if they do, and I hope they do, but man, I'll be shocked because they just don't move that way. You know, they just don't. I don't think they listen. I don't think that Toyota's really all that hip on being part of the, you know, a big-time, full-time player in the full-size truck market. So I don't think they care. They just put it out there as a viable option. I mean, it's a good, reliable truck. It does its thing. It's big. It's huge. It looks good. That's all they care about. Jesus says, I've been looking into buying a Tacoma, but all the local dealers have a markup of at least $3,000 extra because of the pandemic. Don't know if I should wait or go for it and cut my losses. I wouldn't pay $3,000 extra just for a regular Tacoma. No way, man. I think if you wait just a little bit, if you can, it's probably going to come down. They're probably going to drop in price in a little bit. You know, they're still catching up, I think, from all the shutdowns and stuff back last year. So it's not surprising they have a markup, and it's business. If you can get a markup, why not? I mean, you know. So I would wait if you can. I mean, you're never going to get that money back. You know, once that premium is removed, it's not like in the used market, they're going to be worth X plus premium. It's not going to happen. Blue Socks. I personally like the look of the roof rack on the Nissan Frontier. I haven't seen a good option for the Tacoma. Your thoughts? The best looking one I've seen is the Prinsu. I'm sure you've seen that one. Prinsu is the king of roof racks. And it is the best looking one I've seen. So if you don't like that one, I don't know, man. I don't know. Terry Nickel, Jesus, make sure you get a manual. Keep them alive and going. Wish the Forerunner had it. They're going to be gone. I mean, you know, when the regen Tacoma gets here, or the next gen gets here, I'd be shocked if there's a manual option, but you never know. Walter, every how many miles do you get an oil change? I will go about 4,000 miles, something like that. There's nothing wrong with going until the truck tells you need it either. I really don't. I think it's such a scam. You know, I do it just because I'm old school and I worry that it's too much. But, you know, they're designed the way they are for a reason. You can go until the computer tells you need one, and I wouldn't worry about it. Unless you're going to keep it for like the next 40 years or something, then you might, you know, be more diligent, I suppose, at doing it earlier. But I don't know, 4,000, 4,000, 5,000, somewhere in that area. Jesus, most definitely. Terry, another manual driver. Awesome. Jack Southall, I forgot to ask, do you have suggestions for good seat covers for the Tacoma? I am not a seat cover fan. I am a horrible person to ask for that. I mean, unless you have a job or a hobby that you're always covered in mud and stuff and you're trying to keep your seat clean that way, then I get it. I'd go Carhartt or something. Who cares? Whatever. Something you can get really dirty, throw away, and put another set in. Because if you really need them, then you're probably going to be changing them out often. Because I believe that you should ruin your seats yourself. Don't protect them for the next person. Why do people do that? I had a grandmother who had a car, and she put clear see-through vinyl covers on all her seats. It was horrible. I remember as a little kid, I would get in that car, and if it was winter, I would just slide right off. What the heck was that? Oh, somebody just delivered something at my door. I'm going to take you guys with me because I need to get this package. So we're going to go on a quick walk to grab this. And I don't want anybody to steal it. You watch. It'll be for my wife. It won't even be for me. But we're gonna go to the door. We're going to pick up this package. It's FedEx. They're here. He's going to hear me. That's okay. I don't care. All right. Here we go. Dogs barking. Something here. Let's check it out. Hope there's no snakes in these bushes. I don't even know if this is for me. Rob Purple. That's not me. Oh, no. There you go. Now we have another package to deliver. It happens here all the time. They throw this stuff, it's probably because same first name, I don't know, but they throw this stuff on the thing, and it's not for me. I don't know. Anyway, that was disappointing. All right, let's head back up here. Hopefully I haven't lost you guys. Now I'm just walking around talking to myself. So I guess we'll throw this in the, got to do something else with it, Ben. Great. It's amazing to me. Does that happen to you guys a lot, or is it just us here? You know, we get mail all the time from people that sometimes they don't even live in the area, you know, and then I guess you just write return to sender, which is what I'll probably do. Oh, this is FedEx. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. What a bummer. That's a bummer. Anyway, that was a waste of time. So back to what I was talking about. Yeah, seat covers. I wouldn't get seat covers unless you have a really dirty hobby or job and you need to have clean seats, or protect your seats rather from that. That's the only way I'd get them, but that's up to you guys. Let's see. Jesus, looks like I'm waiting. Thanks for the input. Yeah, I would. I wouldn't pay a premium. Not if you don't need it. I mean, if you need a truck, either for work or because your, primary vehicle is on its last leg, well, then you don't have much choice. But I wouldn't pay a premium. No way. Not for just a normal Tacoma. I mean, if it was something special, I could see that. But, where was I? Looks like I'm waiting. Walter says, Borla versus TRD exhaust. Which one sounds better? Well, that's kind of up to your preferences, I guess. I mean, if you love a louder exhaust, well, then you got to go Borla, because the TRD, which supposedly is made by Borla, doesn't really do anything, in my opinion. Not on the Tacoma. On the Tundra V8 it does. But if you're looking to get a louder, throatier sound, on the Tacoma, you got to go Borla, man. Or even MBRP. But then you're going to get a drone. So it's up to you. Some people don't mind drone. Some people, it doesn't even bother. Me, drone is not good. But Borla, don't waste your money on the TRD. It doesn't do anything, in my opinion. Not on the Tacoma. Different story on the Tundra, on the V8. Desert 6.7, those dealer add-ons are a hassle. They use it as leverage to price it back to MBRP or MSRP, shady business practices. Yeah, I could see that. They put $3,000 on it and then go, oh, okay, I'll sell it to you at sticker. When they're still making $3, $4, $5,000 or more. I mean, come on, man. You're right. OT. Who's down with OTT? OT Janet Valet. Let's see. Cover King is good but expensive. There you go. There's another one out there that I see on the forums a lot. I can't think of the name of it, and it looks awesome, man. It really does. But I thought about getting some once before I developed this aversion to them, but I can never get a hold of them. I don't know. Juan, your message has been held for review, and I don't speak whatever language that is, so I'm not going to release it because I don't know what it says. Let's see. Desert 6.7 says, Walgreens has FedEx. There we go. Walgreens has FedEx drop-off. So do you have to write on it like wrong address or whatever and send it back? Is that what you do, or what? Or you just throw it in the box and hope it makes it to whoever this other person is? I mean, I don't know. I had it happen once with something big, and it was UPS. They dropped something off, again, here. I called them and I told them, I said, you dropped this off at my house. This is not for me. I'm not this person. And they sent somebody to pick it up. So I guess I could do that with FedEx, but that's such a small package. I don't know. Is it worth it? I don't know. Well, of course, who knows? Maybe there's a check for $1 million in there. I don't know. You wouldn't think so, but Ken Watt says, Tundra is the word. Tundra is the word. A 3.5 V6 twin turbo, 2021 or 2022. We'll see. I hope. I've heard it's going to be unveiled at the Detroit Auto Show, the next auto show. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Love to smoke. My Tundra's dash lit up like a Christmas tree, and I lost track of how many messages were coming up. I thought my Tundra was toast. Well, that sucks. What happened? Bob G. Hi, Rob. Great channel and good content. Well, I wish it was a good channel and great content, but thank you. Tacoma and Tundra won't innovate until they have a serious challenger. Yeah, probably not. And why would they? I mean, why spend the money on, new tooling, new parts, R&D, blah, 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 if you don't have to? You sit back, bank what you're getting until you've got to do it. Although the risk there is you wait too long and people go away. So it's kind of a gambling proposition there. Sandman Alive. You ever consider swapping out the beaver tail and going with a more hidden Toyota factory step that folds underneath? Well, first of all, that's a matter of preference. I disagree with you in that it is not an eyesore. I like it. So to answer your question, no, I wouldn't. Blue Sock says, my coworker just got his iPhone 12 Pro Max stolen a week ago. The FedEx delivery guy accepted a signature from a neighbor of my coworker, losing faith in FedEx. That's a perfect example like this. I mean, who's to say? I just don't open it. Maybe it's something good. I keep it. Who knows? I mean, I wouldn't do that, but I could. I mean, wasn't the old adage that you didn't have to do anything if something was delivered to your house and you didn't order it? Isn't that the thing? It's yours because you didn't do anything. I mean, you didn't ask for it. I think that was a thing. May still be a thing. I don't know. You ever heard of that? Let's see. Love to Smoke says, works out somehow. I got my foot under the brake pedal and smashed the switch. My mechanic charged $95 and everything was back to normal. Wow. How did you manage that? Were you like, I got my foot under the brake pedal? Well, I guess you could do that. Your foot would be off the brake. I was thinking you meant gas pedal. That could happen, I guess. But man, you must have really nailed that switch. Or maybe you hit it sideways or something. I don't know. I'm not familiar with how it's oriented under there, but what a drag. Jeff Hines, got the fuel pump recall done. I swear my throttle is smoother, and I was expecting zip. Anyone else? I have heard that many, many times. People that have taken their Tacoma in to get that fuel pump replacement, that when they got it back, it seemed to have more power. It was peppier, right? But at the cost of lower fuel economy. So, which would be okay with me, don't get me wrong, but there are people who are very sensitive to that. Me, if I could have more power and give up a little fuel economy, I would do that. By the way, in my Tacoma the other day, I was doing some more high-speed driving, and I was averaging, according to the computer, and I know it's off a bit because of my tires and all that, but it was reading 18.4, I think, miles per gallon. A new record for me. I've never seen that in my Tacoma, no matter what driving I was doing. It was having a really good day. I don't know. Let's see. Walter says, is that a blue Corvette behind you? Oh, yeah. This is awesome. I need a Corvette like this. Check this out. Check that sucker out, man. What is this? What version is it? Does it say anywhere? It's a 2014 Corvette Stingray. Actually, I had a 2000, I don't think it was a 14. I think I had a 16 to 18, somewhere in there, Stingray. And it did look a lot like this, but not blue. I do love the blue. Does the back open? It does. Check that sucker out. Nothing like a Corvette, man, except a Porsche. I like Porsches, but yes, it is blue. And it's even metallic, it looks like. Pretty awesome, huh? I'm digging it. I like it. I don't know if I have my Porsche up here. Do I? I do. Check this out. It's a little bit dirty, I must admit, but I had one. This is a Cayman. This is a Cayman S. Yeah, I had one just like this. What do you think? Pretty darn awesome, huh? See if the front opens, not the rear. But I had one. Oh no! I just broke the mirror off. Well, that sucks. What kind of quality is that, Porsche? Come on. But I had one just like this, man, and it was awesome. I guess now I'm gonna put the mirror in the front. There we go. Better put that down. I might have to glue that back on. That sucks. Wow, I can't believe I broke my Porsche. But yeah, pretty cool. Love that car. Should have kept it. I need a warehouse. There are many cars I should have just kept, right? But I didn't. Okay, where was I here? Michael Flowers says, Rob, glad I could make the live stream this week. Still watching all of your content. I also dislike the beaver tail, LOL. Yeah, it's a very polarizing edition. There are a lot of people that don't like it. I like it. I think it serves its purpose. I've used it to step on many times, so I like it. Brand 700, Rob. I just ordered my driver's side handle for the Tacoma. Awesome. Could a person that can't even change a tire install? Also, can we get some eyebrow tint ideas? I don't know much about that type of tinting, to be honest with you. Can a person install it who can't change a tire? Take your time. Watch my video like 300 or 400 times consecutively, all the way through, ads included. And you'll get comfortable with it. It really is not difficult to do. If something doesn't fit just right, pull it out, put it back in. I had to, the piece when you put back in, it's got two prongs, kind of like this, that go in between the glass and the dash. And you have to have it aligned right there. It's not hard to do, but the first time I put it in, it wasn't aligned right. And if it looks wrong, it is wrong. Pull it back out, stick it back in. You're not going to hurt anything. You'll get a good solid fit that way. So, and don't worry about the molding on the side, the rubber. You can easily pull that out a little and put it in once you have it placed. So you don't have to worry about trying to do all that at the same time. It's pliable enough that you can pop it out and it'll pop back on right over the edge of your trim piece. It's not hard to do. Patience. Patience, follow directions, and more patience. Take your time, especially on those screws. Those screws, and I have the quickest I've heard it done is 1 hour because of the screws. If it weren't for those screws, you could probably do it 15 minutes, I would say, and that's if you're slow. So the screws, just make sure, and before you even get into it, make sure the little, what do they call it, speed nut that they send you fits the bolt that they gave you to go into it. And then before you take everything out, remove the little trim piece part that covers the bolt of the OEM unit. You have to remove the bolt, take the bolt they sent you, screw it in, make sure it fits before you pull everything off. Because if it doesn't, something's wrong. All you have to do is put the OEM screw back in, pop the cover on, and then deal with it. My advice. But yeah, you should be able to do it. It's not that big a deal. Ken Watts, triple thumbed up. Thank you. And by the way, if you haven't done that, make sure you do that. Just tap that thing right there. Tap that thing. It looks like that somewhere on your screen. Tap that thing right there. Jack Kamen. There you go. I just showed a Kamen. If you could change one thing about the Tacoma, what would it be? More power. That's easy. Love to Smoke says, I do work with steel-toed boots. That's probably why. And you're probably like a size 13 shoe or something too, aren't you? Let's see. Walter says inline or V6, which is better? Preference. Depends on what you like. Bob Levant. Hey, Bob. Was going to say got my first COVID shot, but misspelled it. Ooh, I said the word. Ugh. But misspelled it. How you doing? I'm doing good. Question is, how are you doing? Any ill effects from that thing? Let's see. Michael Flowers. Maybe you should do a video about all the vehicles you've owned. I would be interested in that. I've owned over 60 vehicles, man, and I'm not even sure. I could write them all out. I wouldn't remember all the years, but I don't know if people would care, really. I think people would, after about number 20, people probably be like, I don't want to listen to this guy name off vehicles anymore. Pretty much, if you could think of it, almost. Yeah, for the most part, I've had it. I've had a lot. Let's see. Bob says, a company called Farmland Dairy used to make paper cartons of ice cream. It was good. They're out of business now. Well, that sucks. A lot of companies are, man. Shang Lu. Sorry if I got the last name or last part wrong there. I had a 2017 Tacoma 6-speed manual transmission. When it drove for a long time in the summer, fifth and sixth gear, it was hard time to move out of the gear. Have you had that problem like mine? No, I have not. The only gear mine's hard to get into, first gear, because you get that hydro lock or whatever. You got to sometimes double clutch it or go to another gear and then first. That can be hard sometimes. And it can be a little sticky going into third if you're driving spiritedly, let's say, right? It can be a little sticky there. So... but no, I haven't had any problems with fifth and sixth. Xavier, and believe me, I've driven in some hot weather here. Xavier, hey Rob, I have to say the stock Tacoma video you made was your most controversial yet. LOL. Yeah, people misunderstood, and I'm not blaming people because ultimately, if enough people don't understand, it's on the creator, right? So I blame myself. That video was from the perspective of the truck itself, right? if the Tacoma was sentient, was aware that it would be jealous of other Tacomas that weren't modded. That was what I was trying to convey. Obviously, I failed because there were a lot of people that were up in arms about that. Oh, you're getting on people who don't have any money, or people who can't or won't or don't want to, or you're bragging, or no, that's not what it was about. I mean, if people watch the channel, then they ought to know that that's not how I am, right? I don't get on here and put other people's trucks down. That was not the gist, right? It was the viewpoint from the Tacoma itself. That was supposed to be the idea. Obviously, it was a rousing failure, but it is what it is. What can I say? If they don't know me, it's because they don't watch the channel, and then why are they making assumptions, right, based on one video that obviously they didn't understand, either at fault of myself or fault of their own. I don't know, but it was a controversial video for sure. Ty says, turbocharged inline 6 for the next gen Tacoma would be sweet. Here we go. Love to smoke. Size 12. Now, is that English size 12, or is that Canadian size 12, or European size 12? You know, we have all these different sizes, and I know you're up north. Well, maybe not that way. It might be that way. So what size is that? Is that like the same size 12 that we would have? I'm curious. But that's big anyway, I think. Compared to me, I mean, I'm a 9.5, 10, depending on the shoe. So, Walter, how many tacos have you owned? I believe I've had 6. I believe I'm on my 6th, I think. 5 or 6, I think 6. Automan Dan. Hey, Dan, what's up, buddy? Hey, guys, wait a minute. Hey, guys, how y'all doing? Well, I all doing fine. How are doing you? And welcome back, Dan. It's been a while. I hope things are working out for you. Uno_78. Heard you got a scratch on old blue, Rob. No, not that I'm aware of. Love to Smoke says, same size 12 as you guys. Okay, so it's I don't know what the standard is. I mean, a 12 is, I know what that means. That's a big shoe. Compared to mine, that's a big honking shoe, man. I could probably live in it. I'm just saying. Carlos Lopez. Sorry, I was doing the Raptor lights. Awesome, man. You've just been modding like crazy over there. Painting your side steps gold. But hey, if you like it, that's cool. That's cool. Nothing wrong with it. And now putting on Raptor lights. You going with 3, 4, amber, clear, purple, gold? What are you doing? Philip A. Huggins says, hey, Dan. How you doing there, buddy? And Automan Dan says, hey, Phillips. Phillips plural. There's do Phillips. That means 2. That's my point. So I have a question. I have a video coming out on it, but I've got you folks on here now, so you're going to be the first to hear it. I am thinking about making a change to the rear end of my Tacoma. And that's not what you think. It's not what you think. We're not re-gearing. We're not doing anything like that. I'm not opposed to that, though. I mean, if a shop got a hold of me and said, hey, Rob, we'll re-gear your truck for you for free, I'd probably do it. As long as they got it done in a day. I'm just saying. Let's see. Carlos says, you will see soon. Okay, I get it. I got to wait. To see what it is, see what Carlos is doing over there. I don't know. Brand 7 Hondo says, Rob, one more. Biggest tire size I can put on my 2020 TRD Pro Tacoma without changing anything. Thank you so much for your information and inspiration. I wouldn't go any bigger than a 33, a 32.8, something like that. You go bigger than that, you're going to start risking rubbing and everything else, depending on your wheel offset, what tire you put on. And there's a lot of variables in that. By the way, if you want to compare tire sizes, go to tiresize.com. You can plug in what you currently have. You can plug in what you're thinking about getting or different ones, and it will put them side by side in a visual, and it will show you the difference, and it will also tell you dimensionally the differences. Tiresize.com. It's an awesome site. I am not affiliated with them in any way, but I've used them before, and they're awesome for visually being able to see what you're doing. And I'm a visual kind of guy, right? Don't throw numbers at me. Show me pictures. I got to have pictures. Automan Dan says, well, I'm upgrading my job to traveling C in the same line of work, just with more money. CNA, you mean? Certified nursing assistant. Is that right? Am I getting that right? That's cool. More money. You have to travel, though. I assume it's just within your local area. I mean, you're not like going to hop on a plane and fly to Beirut to be a CNA or something, are you? I mean, I don't know. Maybe you are. I don't know. I don't know how it works. So anyway, I'm thinking of making a change to the Tacoma's rear end. You know, I got to say, I have the bed rack on the Tacoma right now. By the way, like I said, there's a video coming out on this, so you get more detail there, but I'm thinking of doing something else. I'm thinking of ripping that rack off. By the way, if you know anybody out there in the Texas area, South Texas, because I'm not shipping this thing, that wants a bed rack, have them get a hold of me. You know, they cost like a lot of money from RCI if you buy them new. I'll make you a deal. It won't be a great deal, but it'll be a deal. Anyway, be local pickup only. But I'm going to take that off. I'm going to do something else with it. I'm going to mount probably inside the bed, or maybe on what I'm going to do, the recovery boards. So something new coming there. Let's see. Paul, hey, what's up, buddy? Z-Diver 1. Metal rear bumper. I don't know. Gonna have to watch the video. Just saying. I just said I'd tell you I'm doing something. I didn't say I'd tell you what I'm doing. I mean, you know. Automan Dan says, so I will be traveling all over the country performing contract CNA work. What? Can you make money doing that? I mean, are they going to pay all your expenses? I suppose in this day and age, there's probably a big shortage for that kind of thing. So maybe it'd be pretty lucrative, Dan. That's cool. I assume you want to do this. Kathy Root, Rob, do you think I would compromise the value of my limited if I overmod, just in case I want to trade for an off-road or a pro? Yeah, I mean, if you overmod, definitely. Because keep in mind, you know, dealerships want plain old vanilla vehicles, right? Because they appeal to more people. When you start modding your truck, and I know you know this, right? When you start modding your truck, you're shrinking your audience, right? Or your potential buyer pool, because they may not like that lift on that truck. They may not like those side steps you put on. They might not like that big pink decal you put on the hood, right? So it becomes worth less money to the dealer. And then if the dealer has to correct what you've done, they're going to discount the truck and what they give you for it, because they know they got to put labor into it to get it back to that vanilla truck that they're going to try to sell, right? Now, what I would do is, first of all, if you're looking to sell it, just sell it. I mean, if you can, or depending on your timeline, enjoy it otherwise. But the mods that you're going to put on, keep the other stuff and then put the original equipment back on it. You know, you can take a lift off, and anything they take off the truck, if you go extreme, they can put back on. If you do a block and spacer, all they got to do is take the blocks out, take the spacers out, and it's back to what it was, right? So it depends on what you're doing. But yeah, I mean, go overboard and it will be worth less money, because it is worth less money to the public. If you try to sell it outright, you got to find that, again, small pool of people that are interested in your particular mods that you did to your truck. Carlos Lopez says, I hope you give me your approval. Well, Carlos, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. You know how I felt about your sidestep mod, although I do fully support you doing whatever you want to do. You should never do anything that you don't like. So if you like it, that's all that really matters. Who cares what I think? It's what you think, right? I'm not paying for it. Ty says, metal rear bumper and swing outs. I don't know. Don't know. Automan Dan says, so I will be purchasing a travel trailer and a pickup truck for my job. Come on, Dan. Do you have this job yet, or are you just thinking about it? Because you've told me you were going to buy mini cars, and if you'd have bought half the cars you said you've bought, you'd have more cars than I've ever had. I'm just saying. Bama fan says, roll Buckeyes! 13 and no, it'd be like 7-0. Roll Buckeyes, 7-0, perfect season. number, I don't know how many national championships, smeared the field with that red tide. I agree with you, Bama fan. It's good to see that you can admit that that's going to happen. My condolences. He didn't say that, but you can read what he said. I'm not reading what he said. I'm not reading it. Nope. Z-Diver says, I did not want to hurt your feelings, but I did not care for the rack. A lot of people did. A lot of people didn't. You won't hurt my feelings. I mean, I didn't build the rack. I didn't design it. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Automan Dan says, I can make $2,000 per week working as a traveling CNA. Yeah, but how many weeks are you going to have to work to pay for that pickup truck and that travel trailer? And it doesn't sound like they're paying your expenses either, right? So you're going to put gas in there to pull that trailer. Any maintenance that needs to be done with it, you're going to have to pay for. I mean, there are other expenses. What are you really going to make once all that's said and done? Heck, it might be better if you got a job slinging burgers at McDonald's. I'm just saying. Bama fam, he agrees with me, and he's crying in defeat. That's all I got. You can see it. It's right there on the screen. I'm not making that up. He is crying. Walter says, Rob, do you watch any sports? I watch college football, Ohio State solely. I would watch the national championship. I probably wouldn't. If Ohio State wasn't in it, I probably wouldn't watch it. But yeah, I do watch Ohio State football. I watch pro football. I watch hockey because my wife makes me. I do watch the World Series, but typically not normal baseball games. NBA finals I'll watch, and that's probably it. I do think rugby is pretty cool. That's interesting to watch. It's like football with no pads. That's pretty interesting. Used to watch boxing a lot, but once Tyson, went away, so did my interest. I was a big Tyson fan. So I don't know. How about you, bud? Bama fan says, hope is a great game, Rob. May the best team win. Oh, I'm sure the best team's going to win. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind the best team's going to win. M. Jones says, tonight will be their 9th title. There you go. Go Bucks. 9th title tonight. You're going to see it, especially if it's anything like that last game. I mean, and they even, did you see that dirty play? It's not like we ever did anything like that, but they tried to take out our quarterback. What was that submarine helmet first tackle, man? And he soldiered through. That's right. Let's see. Brand 7 Hondo says, if I could change one thing on my Tacoma, it would be to make the steering wheel smaller. Yeah, I could dig that. It would make it easier to get into. As far as sports, we have a crisis here in Houston. Yeah, who's left? Nobody in that area, right? In Houston. I would have loved to have seen Dallas do something, to be honest. Elliott, he's from Ohio State, right? Didn't happen. Walter says, Juju, wait a minute, when is Corvette back home? Let's see, went on his Corvette back home after last night. You're talking about Juju, what's his name? Juju Sleister? Juju Seister? I can't think of his name. Automan Dan says, well, Rob, all the paperwork is being done for this job. I know, Dan, but man, you got to look at your expenses, buddy. Are they paying for anything? Or are you footing the bill? That $2,000 is going to become a lot less once you pay for that traveling motorhome and everything else you're talking about there and your food. I'm just saying, just looking out for you, Dan. You got to do what you want to do, though, man. Oh, wait a minute. Automan Dan says all expenses paid. Things are looking up. That $2,000, we just got closer to $2,000. They're going to pay your gas? What about your payment for that traveling home you're buying there? Is that included? It's an expense. That could be a $2,000 a month right there. Now you're not making anything. Walter says, Brand 700, I hope they don't trade Deshaun Watson. Who knows? I don't know. There we go. Juju Smith-Schuster. I knew it was something like that. I couldn't remember the end. Juju Smith-Schuster. What are you going to do? By the way, what do you think of Cleveland? Cleveland went out there and beat those nasty Steelers. How about that? Bet nobody expected that. And the only reason they won is because the old Roethlisberger gave them the game. I mean, 4 interceptions? Come on, Ben. Has Ben just said to heck with it? I don't want to play in this anymore. I'm done. It wasn't good. All right, another drink of the sweet tea. This stuff is so good. I don't know. Automan Dan says, well, guys, I'm out looking at one more truck before I decide which one to buy. When you said which one, that means there's two. What are the two options you're looking at? Walter says, Odell Beckham must be proud. I don't know. Is he proud? I know who he is. I don't know the relationship, so I can't really speak of it. So I don't know. But anyway, back to the rear end, my rear end. Well, my truck's rear end. I do have something coming. The roof rack is going to be available for anybody out there in the RGV in South Texas who might be interested in it. It's like brand new. I mean, what did it do? Sit on the back of my truck? I don't even think it's been rained on. It's been washed, washed, but I don't think it's even been rained on. That's how new it is. So you can put a tent up there if you're a camper type. That's part of the reason for me. I'm not really a camper. Give me a hotel room or my own bed. That's what I like. Critters crawling around on me in the middle of the night. That's not really my thing. I remember a little story for you. When my daughter was a wee little tot, she was in the Girl Scouts. And the Girl Scouts had a father-daughter camping excursion thing, whatever. So I went camping. Now, I did this for my daughter. I'm not a camper. And not only was this camping, this was camping in open-air tents in a woods. Right? So I go. I'm going camping. I go to the woods, and it didn't help. There's me and two other guys, and another guy was just like me, man. So first of all, we walk in the woods. It's broad daylight. It's warm. It's sunny. We walk in the woods, and the mosquitoes just go whoop. And I'm getting eaten alive. I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes in broad daylight in the woods. That sucks. So now I'm covered in that stinky stuff, that stinky spray you have to spray all over you. I'm covered in it because I don't want to get eaten by mosquitoes. That's good. Took care of the mosquitoes. Nighttime comes. We got to sleep in the tent, right? They have spiders there that are the size of my hand. You know how big spiders are in the woods? They get big. We had spiders in the tent, right? I'm like, oh my God. All I can think about is one laying eggs in my ear, right? So, and I got another story I'll have to tell you guys another time about bugs in the ear. That's gross. But anyway, that's what I'm worried about. And snakes, bigger critters. I don't even know, man. So we're in there. We're on these cots. I got a sleeping bag, right? Got to sleep in the sleeping bag. Well, first of all, I sleep in my clothes, right? Because, man, something happens. Some critter comes in that tent. I'm going to go. I'm going to go, man. I thought, me and this other guy, we talked about going back to the cars, which are like, I don't know how far away, and sleeping in the cars overnight because we're that wussy, We didn't. We slept in there, had that sleeping bag. I mean, it literally was flipped up over my face. I mean, I was in that sleeping bag. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. We made it. We soldiered through. Nothing happened. It was terrible. I know. I'm a wuss. What can I say? I admit it. I accept it. It is who I am when it comes to camping outdoors. So, been different if the tents would have zipped. But no, you had to leave them open because if you zip them, he trapped all the skeeters in there with you. And then they just feast. You wake up in the morning, you lost like 50 pounds, Let's see. Brand 7 Hondo says, Walter, it would be the biggest blunder since Hopkins. Philip Huggins says, Rob, you should sign a TV commercial with Sweet Tea. Call me. They need to email me. My business email is, put my shirt over my face, now I got hair in my mouth. They should get a hold of me. Just email me there, you Gold Peak people. I'd be more than willing. Rob Pirtle drinks Gold Peaks. Take two. Rob Pirtle drinks Gold Peak Sweet Tea. You should too. That's my audition right there. If you like it, call me. I'll even put on a different shirt for you. It won't matter. I'm not even wearing a cutoff shirt. There you go. Call me. Let's see. Kathy says, is worst an Ohio thing? What? I don't say worst. I say worst. I don't even know what you're talking. What are you insinuating there? I don't understand that comment. Wally Coyote says, haha, scaredy cat. I admit it. I don't like bugs. I don't like critters. I don't like snakes. I don't like roaches. I don't like anything attacking me when I'm sleeping. Nothing. I don't care what it is. Nothing. I want to sleep. I don't want to have to worry about spiders crawling in my ears. I don't want to have to worry about skeeters on my nose. I don't want to have to worry about any of that, man. Kathy Root says, skeeters and spiders and snakes, oh my. I know, right? Can't stand that stuff. I hate snakes. Snakes is probably my number one feared critter is the snake, right? Mice, I don't really bother me. Rats, we had pet mice or pet rats when my kids were little. So we had rats. They didn't bother me. They were kind of cool. I liked the rats, you know, they'd crawl over you and stuff. They were pets, though. They weren't like the gigantic cat-sized rats that we see sometimes around here. That's horrible. Or the armadillos. Armadillos are pretty neat. I don't know. Are they vicious? I don't know if armadillos are mean or not. We have them here. We had one out back, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, a week ago, something like that. But yeah, not a big fan of critters. Critters and we just don't do our thing. Philip A. Huggins says, no, centipedes are number one. Yeah, they're creepy too, man. All those little legs going all, that's nasty. But spiders are right up there with snakes. We have had two, I think, big, they're about this big spiders in the house, man. I hit one so hard, I broke a mop. I had a mop. It was one of those, no, it was a broom. It was a mop. It was a mop. And one was in the laundry room up above, so I couldn't reach it to kill it. So I picked up this mop, and man, I hit that so hard, I broke the end off of the mop, left a dent in the wall. Fortunately, I didn't put a hole in the wall. That would have sucked. Man, I hit that thing hard, like you need to. It's a spider. I mean, it doesn't matter how big they are. They squish pretty easily. Killed him, but it wasn't good. Wasn't good for the mop. Let's see. Dugaroy, I don't even know. Sorry. We'll call you DS. Hey, Rob, did you mention anything about the recall for the Toyota Tacoma? Got mine from a 2019 TRD Pro. Not sure if I should bring mine in. I'm not sure what recall you're talking about. If you're talking about the fuel pump, we talked about that about 380 million times, I think, something like that. Carlos Lopez says, armadillos are very tame. Okay. I don't know much about them. I've seen them. Like I say, we had one back here. I don't really have a problem with them, but I didn't know if they were mean, you know, like if they'd attack my dog. Desert 67 says, rubber band on those spiders. Yeah. I wish I had that good at aim. That would have been fun, though. But my luck, you know, they're fast, too, man. For as big as they are, you know, they're like this big. I'm this big. They are like lightning, man. If you don't get them right away, they're gone. And then you can't find them. And then you got to worry about in the middle of the night while you're sleeping, you crawl on your head and lay eggs in your ears. That's what I'm saying. It can happen. It can happen. Ron says, hey, Rob, just wondering, you have not removed the factory stickers on the right rear of the box. What? Hey, Rob, just wondering, you have not removed the factory stickers on the right rear of the box, and the sticker on the outer cover ruins the blackout theme. I don't know what you're talking about. You sure you got the right Rob? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Alex Stabiner. I'm going to go with Stabiner. I'm sorry. AS. I'm really interested in replacing the grill on my 21 Taco TRD Sport on the Tacoma. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. I'm really interested in replacing the grill on my 21 Sport to the Tacoma one. You're talking about the TRD Pro grill or the Heritage grill. However, I'm very concerned about the front sensor working properly. I never had any problem. People have had problems, so I think it's a crapshoot. The way to adjust it is with the screws on the back. If you have a problem, then all you have to do is put spacers in to change the orientation or angle of the sensor. That's all. And you know, you got to get it right. Could take a few tries before you get the right number of spacers in the right orientation. I've done it. I've never had a problem. So I don't know. But then, like I said, people say they do. It wouldn't stop me. Desert 67 says, that's a disturbing thought, Rob. Spiders' eggs, LOL. I've heard of it happening. I've heard of people, I'm not going to get graphic, but I've heard of it happening. And how terrifying is that? Like I said, next live stream, if you guys remind me, just remind me, bug gas station. And I'll tell you a story of something that happened to me. And this is probably why I am how I am. It was terrifying, horrifying. Ron says, take a look next timer, Rob. Your stickers are black, white, and yellow. I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, man. I really don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why it hid your comment. Whoops, and I just hit hide, sorry. I did not mean to delete that comment, but it did. Let's see if I can show it. No, I can't. Sorry, I accidentally hid that comment. Ron said, your stickers are black, white, and yellow. Where you open the tailgate. I don't know what you're talking about. Brand 7 Hondo says, Rob, that lift in your garage is awesome. I'm about to add a bay to my garage and would love one of those. Was it very costly? Under $2,000. Closer to 16 to 18 back when I got it. If you're going to pay somebody to install it, well, now you're going to spend money for labor, and I don't know what that costs. But no, they're not that much. I mean, I would think even with labor, you can get it for under probably $2,500, I would think. So it's not as much as people think. I had somebody over here and they were thinking it's like $5 to $10,000. And I'm like, no, man, they're not that kind of money. At least not what I have. It's a nationwide lift, by the way. So I don't know. I'm sure there are other brands out there that are way more money. There are probably other brands that are less money. I don't know, but not as much as you might think. Kathy Root, how soon are you going to lose the bed rack? Very curious what you're going to do, LOL. Or I don't know where I got the LOL. Probably a month, I would guess. It'll be a month. By the time I get what I want to do and get the video up and, you know, all that, probably a month. Something like that, I would say. Let's see. Desert67 says, got to do a live stream from a truck show, Rob. I could. I don't know. Although with the current world situation, there haven't been many truck shows going on that I'm aware of. Automan Dan says, the check I'm getting will cover all of my expenses. That's good, Dan. That sounds great, bud. Philip says, Nationwide is on your side. Wait, hey, they're not paying me to do a commercial. Come on, man. M. Jones says, isn't there a yellow and white information decal near the latch on the tailgate? Oh, probably. I don't know. I'll have to take a look. Now I think I know what you're talking about, so I'll have to look. If you've seen it on there, then I'm sure it's still there. I believe you. Luke M. Tech. Hey, Luke, what's up, buddy? Hey, Rob, what's your next vehicle purchase? Well, you're going to have to stay tuned for that. You're just going to have to stay tuned. I can't scoop myself, Luke. Come on, man. Wally Coyote says, armadillo's a good target. Carlos says, with the new Tundra, you can do it. Desert67, that's right. Keep forgetting about the sickness. Ron, I took mine off. I probably will too, now that you've pointed it out to me. If it comes off easily, I don't know how well it's on there. Ash Dobbs, hey, 7, Rob. Ash, how you doing? Welcome. Ron, he's laughing. He's laughing out loud, just like a madman. I don't know. Let's see. Ron says it's real easy. All right. Well, then I'm not sure why I would have left it on there. There must be a reason. I need to check. Now that's going to bug me. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Going to have a look at it. Alex says, the first mod I did with my 21 Tacoma was changing out the interior lights as you recommended to LED package, never going back. Oh, it makes such a huge difference. I mean, that clean, crisp, clear white light compared to the yellow, drab, dull light. Ugh. Luke says, Ohio State tonight. That's right. That's where I'm heading right after I get off of here, which is going to be in about 60 seconds. I'm going to head over and get prepped and ready to watch the Bucks beat that rolling water team, whatever they're called, the Tide of Water. I don't know, the dishwashing detergent, whatever they are. Wally Coyote says, armadillos make a sound. Oh, man, that's not good. We don't want that. Carlos Lopez says, I want to put a roll bar. I want to put a roll bar for my Tacoma. Roll bars are pretty cool. I like roll bars. Automan Dan says, you go work for 2 months, get paid. Then when you're ready for the next contract, you go too. Good money to be made. The medical field is booming. RN major need. Yeah, well, I'm sure with what's going on, there is no doubt in my mind. Desert67 says, good night, Rob. He has good timing because it is time for me to sign off, to bid you all adieu, and thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate it. Remember, next Monday night, I'll tell you about the horrifying story. Remind me if I forget. If you guys remember and you want to know, just remind me. Gas station bug. Gas station bug. That'll jar my memory if I forget. Also, if you would, real quick, now that we're getting off here, if you wouldn't mind, check out my other channels, RobMotive JT. Hit that subscribe button. And even more important, RobMotive Civic. That only has like 32 subscribers or something. It's needy. It's wanting. It needs you to go there and subscribe to it. Just watch a couple videos once in a while. You know, look at the old green fatter RobMotive. I also weighed about 50 pounds more then. Or it may not have been that much, but I was looking at it. It's like, who is that guy? Anyway, it's RobMotive Civic. Anyway, appreciate you guys and gals for being on here. I hope you all have a great rest of the week and weekend. Enjoy the game tonight if you're interested in watching. And remember, go Bucks. Good night.